Oh great, Eric. Don't tell me you bought into this vibe coding hype too.
At first, I thought this was hype, especially when I kept hearing the phrase vibe coding, all done with Claude Code. But now I am 100% a believer, and it can potentially make a lot of people a lot of money. Now, installing Claude Code on your computer does seem intimidating. It's actually quite the opposite. It's very easy. It can be done on Windows or Mac, but the process, it's similar. And we're gonna do it from the very start, the beginner's process, because I know if you wanna dive into Claude Code, it could seem a little bit intimidating, but trust me, it's not. If I can do it, you can do it. Now, the first thing you need to do is open up the Terminal app. Now, again, I know this can seem confusing, but trust me, it's not. Here we have it. There is Terminal right here. Next, we need to see if Node.js is installed. Again, if you're unfamiliar with that term, no problem. It's very easy. Now, to check if this is available, all you have to do in the terminal is simply type this. Just the word node, N-O-D-E, space, and then just do 2 dashes, and then the word version. So node space, 2 dashes, and then the word version, okay? Now, what you'll see here is that on my computer, I actually don't even have it. And that's a good thing because that's gonna allow me to show you this process to start from the very beginning. Now, when it is installed, what you'll see on your screen instead is what specific version of Node.js that you have. So what we need to do now is install Node.js, and it's this simple. All you need to do is go to the website, nodejs.org. Next, all you have to do is select the button that says Get Node.js, just like that. Now, since I'm on the Mac computer, I will now select Mac's installer. Perfect. Just like that. Next, open up your downloads. And now you can see it says, Welcome to the Node.js installer. Go ahead and select continue, go through all the terms, select agree, and now finally click install. And there we have it. It's configuring and writing the files in a matter of no time. There it is. There's the ding. It's done. So now with that being the case, let's go ahead and remove everything by hitting Command K in terminal. And now let's check again to see what our status is if now we have Node installed. Now again, we're going to type in node space dash dash the word version, hit enter. There we have it. Let's see what populates now. Perfect. There it is. It now says version 24.12.0. Now this next part is now we have to install Claude Code in our terminal. That's also very easy. Just copy and paste this. And again, every link I'm sharing today, I will include in the description. That way you don't have to jump around. So everything that you possibly need to make this happen and install it, including Node.js, this Claude Code, I'll include it in my description. Okay, so now what we'll do is head over to Claude, code.claude.com. This gives us a brief overview. Now, in order to install it, you can see it right here, depending on what system you're using. Since I'm on the Mac, I'm going to go ahead and select this copy button. There it is, copied. If you have Windows, you could either select any of these. So since I'm on a Mac, I went ahead and copied that. Now watch how easy this actually is. Okay, now back over here in terminal, all you have to do now is just paste in that code like I did right there. Once it's pasted in, hit enter, and now the install process gets moving. And now you might also see this error right here, which I'm glad it shows it because if you are on a Mac, chances are you might get this too. So what you'll probably see once you try to add this in terminal is this pop-up right here where it says the git command requires the command line developer tools. Would you like to install the tools now? Yes, this is completely safe. In fact, I actually looked it up on Claude myself. See, if I come back over here to Claude, I said I'm trying to install Claude Code on my Mac, but I'm getting this error. As I scroll down, it gives me the instructions, but then I finally say what I just showed you. I get this pop-up that says the git command, etc. And then Claude ensures me, yes, you should install it. It's necessary. And then it says right here, one-time installation, you won't have to do it again. These are useful for many development tasks. So completely safe, and you actually need to do it if you are on the Mac. Okay, so we'll start the process, and I'll go ahead and select that install button, agree to the terms. There we go. Okay, so after installing the developer tools on my Mac, I still get this specific error right here. If I come into Claude, I say I'm getting this error now. I simply just copied and pasted that error I was getting in my terminal, and it says perfect. The installer is giving you the exact command to run. It just says add it to your path and then reload the configuration so it takes effect. After running that, test if it worked. We'll then again try Claude -- version. Let's try now. So back in the terminal again, paste in that command that Claude just gave us. Okay, just like that. Look, perfect. All I did was type in that command. Then I wanted to check my version of Claude, and I said Claude space -- version. Now it says 2.0.76 Claude Code. Perfect. Okay, so it's successfully installed. Now it's time to actually test this out. Okay, so now I'm back over here in terminal again. Let's just simply describe what sort of website or app that we want. And so here is what I'm gonna specifically say. Create a interface app that generates AI image prompts with meta tokens based on any subject provided. And then I just list out what sort of specific meta tokens I want. It's that simple. And so if you're uncertain of what a meta token is, it's going to be these specific things that you can mention, these keywords, whether it be like specific cameras, focal lengths, to very specific keywords like stills archive that really makes your images look insanely realistic. You can find these if you do have my prompts portal or the everything bundle. I have a completely full section called cheat codes and meta tokens up here that you can scroll, and there will be hundreds of meta tokens you can use for your AI images and even AI videos. Again, I'll include everything we're reviewing today via the links in the description. Now, the first thing we'll do before we actually design something is just type in the word Claude. Look, just like that. One word, Claude. Now, first, it's going to give you a few options. Now, I'm on this page right now because I'm already signed in. If you want to use this, you have to either be signed in the Claude or into the console. And you can see right here, Claude account with subscription, Pro Max Team or Enterprise, or Anthropic console account. I'll be using it with my subscription. It is now going to open up the browser on my other window, and now you can see where it just asks me if I want to authorize it. Hit that authorize button. If you're not already signed in, you'll first sign in. Done. Next, hit enter to continue again. And then it says two options. Yes, use recommended settings, or no, maybe later. I will use the recommended settings, so I'll then select enter. It will then ask you if you trust this folder. Go ahead and say yes. And now we are here ready to use Claude Code. Now what I'll do first is just simply paste in that design I just showed you about to create that interactive app. There we have it. It then says, I'll create it for you. This will be a single HTML file with embedded CSS and JavaScript. Watch how amazing that this is going to turn out. Okay, perfect. That took about 3 minutes. There it is. Now down here below, do you want to create AI prompt generator? Let's go ahead and say yes. Hit that enter button, and now we're off to the races. It's going to say, do you give it permission? We're going to go ahead and say yes. Okay, and now just like that, look, to open it, open AI prompt generator. Okay, so in order to find this, very easy. It is probably more than likely going to be in your hard drive. All you have to do now is just click it and drop it into any specific browser. Okay, I'm going to be using Safari. Just click and drop it, and now look, this is it. It instantly opens up. This looks fantastic. This is that specific design I recommended. In fact, if you take a look at this website right here, you could see it is comparable to the specific aesthetic, the exact look I was going for. Now watch this. Let's go ahead and enter in our prompt at the very top. We'll go with a cute puppy in a field with falling snow. Well, we're not going to stop there because now remember we instructed it to provide us with meta tokens for exceptional realism. So now don't hit generate yet. We're first going to go ahead and select some specific cameras. Lens and focal length, we'll choose something like a 24mm. Lighting, we're going to go with, just choose anything that you want. We'll go with blue hour, camera settings, bokeh, scene and style, documentary, and then quality keywords. We're going to go with 8K, okay? Just like that. Now just hit that generate button and it basically populates and puts everything together. Let's go ahead and copy that. Now watch this. Down here below, we do get a different variety of buttons. If I select cinematic preset, it changes it up for me. So just by selecting the available options at the bottom, it auto-fills with all my meta tokens and then just regenerates a brand new prompt. Look, as I do that, you can see him moving in real time. All right. Now I can also do randomize, and it just simply picks everything else for me, okay? Now, when I did this earlier today, look at the images I got. Now, these weren't the most recent ones, but you could see how good of a job these actually turned out. Let's generate the newest one we got. This time, it should show snow. Now, while that's thinking, let's go back to our app. Let's completely change up our subject. There's a new one. And now look at that. Check out these 4 images we just got. Fantastic. All these look really realistic, exactly what I was looking for. Again, I could type in the other one, that warrior princess one, generate that and see what happens. But again, Claude Code, this is going to be a game changer. So again, make sure to check the links in the description and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And if you like this video, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'll see you next time.
Hit that sub button like a real G. It be me that you see, cause I'm a prom queen. Subscribe to the mule, let the ain't go higher. Hit that like button, Metrics Mule is so fire.